Gamers around the flat universe. My name is KK and today I'm gonna teach you how to play with Tack, Boat and Mortar. This is the brand new strategy in BTD Battles 2, which is not very popular and it is extremely underrated. And this is exactly why I'm gonna tell you about this one today, because very few people know how to play against this strategy and you can use it easily to drain your opponent and rush them effectively. So let's begin. In this video I will show you roughly 6 maybe 7 games which I played with this strategy. It will be on White Wasteland, Lead Dungeon and maybe some on CC, but it's not the point here. And with this strategy you will be able to play until 70 trophies, no problem. Maybe even in the Hall of Masters if you have all tier 5s. So let's begin. The way you begin the games is you place 102 Tack shooter into the 000 mortar, which will then go into 011, and then when your opponent starts rushing with the yellows, so round 7, you get 022 mortar. Pretty straightforward stuff. When your opponent rushes you, by round 12, you must obtain 023 mortar, because this mortar decamos everything and it will not miss. So don't be afraid, it's just like the Monkey Village, but it also deals the damage with the fire. This mortar is very, very good. All you need is like 023. The rest is gonna be the work of your other towers. So yeah, pretty simple. The second game is defending extreme aggression. This guy I played against was very aggressive and he paid the price for it at the end, but this is exactly what you want from your opponents with this strategy. No kidding. If you can mimic that you mimic me and imitate that you are kinda vulnerable, you bait your opponents into rushing you. The guy I'm playing against has farms. Farms are non-meta right now, but what farms have for themselves is that your opponent can just unleash one massive rush against you, which is gonna be quite annoying, to be honest, so you have to be prepared. But this strategy, it doesn't disappoint. So now he rushes us on round 11, very dangerous rush. What I do, I boost immediately. I got my mortar preemptively, so it's 023, and I defended with just the Tack sprayer, and I also upgraded the blade shooter. I wanted to do the blade maelstrom, but at the end of the day it was unnecessary. And my opponent drained his eco, he barely ecos, and I have the massive advantage over the guy in this game. Now, you keep ecoing, you keep getting your advantage, and once you get roughly 1500 eco, you want to start setting up some base towers. Now, as soon as you have the Moab rush, you get 1 or 2 overdrives and you kill the ceramics with blade maelstrom. It's very, very solid. It takes a bit of micro, but it's nothing too extraordinary. Every player can use 1 or 2 blade maelstroms. And my opponent surrendered because I defended everything he sent at me. Now, defending random rushes. Random rushes is the thing that's kinda unexpected, but this strategy accounts for them very, very well. The same early game, so 102 Tack shooter into the mortar. On this map, Tack shooter is very strong, so Mayan is the Tack shooter map, but mortar is not disappointing either. So, the way you defend random rushes is gonna be either with boosting. So with the same perfect mortar, you either boost, as I did right now. So as you can see, I boosted and I bought the just faster shooting because it was more than enough. I thought of buying Maelstrom, but I just didn't need to. You don't want to always buy Maelstroms because your opponents will bait you and waste your money. You kind of want to see if you can defend it with the boost, because this strategy is micro-intensive and you want to preserve your fingers, etc. for the more important moments. Because as you can see now, he randomly rushed me like out of nowhere and I defend. I used 1 maelstrom, then I immediately sold it, bought another maelstrom, used the ability again, and no problem. He just wasted thousands of bucks on his stupid rush and we defended everything and we have the big edge both in economy and in defenses. This is how OP this strategy is. Moabs are nothing. When for Moabs you just get one overdrive and you're chilling. For BFBs you have the Pirate Lord, tier 4 boat, and yeah, our opponent is dead. Next one, defending big ceramic and rainbow rushes, because sometimes this can be the weakness of Tack shooter if you don't have the Maelstrom. However, not this time. It will be very, very easy. Maelstrom is very underrated and it's extremely powerful ability. It deals with everything below the Moabs, so including ceramics. Zebras, rainbows, purples, everything is killed by Maelstrom. But you need the camo, because oftentimes your opponents will rush you with camo, and this is the role for the Mortar. When you get more experience with the Mortar, you could start going for the big one. It's 4-0 in order to stun the balloons, but for now all you need is 0-3 to decamo. That's the main purpose of the Mortar, as well as the pretty good early game. Now I prepared to Maelstrom, so you can see I just bought in advance. My opponent rushed me, but here I don't even need to Maelstrom. I just boosted as soon as I saw that he is boosting his balloons at me, just as the precaution. Now what's next? Next is gonna be his massive rush. So he rushes me with the region rainbows and now grouped region rainbows. What I do? Easy. I just do one Maelstrom and it murders everything. Easy. How easy is that, guys? Like, comment right now. Smash like if this was very simple. Alright, and what happens when he rushes us with a lot of ceramics? Yep, he rushed me with a crap ton of region ceramics. I just use one Maelstrom and yeah. Then you sell rebuy Maelstrom if he is aggressive, and you repeat. Your opponent will drain his money much quicker than you. If you have at least 1500 eco by round 18, I would say. That's the good number. Right, and as you can see, I didn't even bother to slow down this because, yeah, I just defended with Maelstrom. Now, next one is gonna be how to defend the DDTs. I do not recommend playing until round 26 with this strategy. I recommend you try killing your opponent before DDT rounds. But this is how you defend the DDTs using the Tack boat Mortar. You boat pool them. It's micro intensive and not simple to do, but it is possible. So if you are a sweaty player, you can do it. He rushed me with Moabs, which is useless, but your best bet is to rush your opponent with DDTs first, as I did in this game. Boom, as you can see, and boat pool with the ability all the DDTs of your opponent. So I boat pooled 3 of his DDTs, and even though I could not defend in time, I rushed him earlier, and therefore I won the game. Now, the last one is gonna be playing on the difficult maps like Basalt or Coral, and this is not the strategy for the difficult maps, but it still can be played on the difficult maps. So in order to confuse your opponent, you can use it in this way as well. First, also, I want to mention, if this is overwhelming for you, feel free to slow down the video to 0.25x or maybe half speed, because I know that there is a lot of new information, and in order to intake it, either you can rewatch or you can slow it down. Let's get into the game. So you start with Quincy or Oben, and you basically play with the text prayers. When you get enough money, you save up for the boat, the 032, because that's one of the better options to defend. And if you don't have the Mortar in time, it's gonna be rough, because you need to afford Mortar by round 11 or 12. One of the good defenses I did in this game was 2 boats on boost. It's very strong, as well as buying the overdrive, and overdrive will serve a good defense against the Moabs. But my opponent choked before I needed to do anything like extraordinary, and they also boat pooled the BFB. Don't defend BFBs regularly, always boat pool, it's worth it, trust me. Alright guys, press like or dislike depending on what you think about this video. Tell me in the comments, do you enjoy this strategy? Because it's not the easiest, but it's definitely one of the better ones, and this is the strategy you should be adding to your arsenal. Okay, smash like, subscribe, press the notifications, and share this video with your friends if you think it's worth it.